If this shows up on camera.
Quite halfway there yet.
What is SHTF? Does it have to be an economic collapse? Does it have to be social unrest where they declare martial law? Or can it be the loss of a job? Death in the family, maybe? Or is it is SHTF when the snow hits the fan? So for us here in the Puget Sound, the governor declared a state of emergency because of this ice storm that we've had. We got our first snow of the season a couple of days ago, and it dumped about, in some places, up to a foot. In my area, we got about 6 to 8 inches. And after the snow came the ice, and you can see here just how everything's just encased in ice. I'll walk you around a little bit and you'll hear the ice crunching under my foot. There's about 3/4 of an inch of snow, or excuse me, 3/4 of an inch of ice on top of the snow. You can see sheets of it here where it kind of broke off as I was walking around earlier. I mean, it's pretty cool looking, but a lot of people have been dying in the area. Over 300,000 people without power because of these trees just giving way under the weight of the ice, falling on power lines, falling on houses, falling on people in some cases. There's been some reports of some people dying. We're pretty fortunate that we haven't lost power, but I'm not too concerned about it. I think we'll be fine. But we had a family from our church come stay with us for the day because they were without power. And that's just cool looking. But they were without power, so we invited them to come over. And they brought their kids, and we all just had a great time. But, you know, all these, seems to be the story that all these trees have just been giving out under all the pressure or the weight of the ice. So this right here, where the light is, that's the sidewalk underneath the snow, and then this bush just couldn't handle it and fell over. Didn't break, it's just bent over. So I'll be cutting that down in the next day or two. I'll let some of that ice melt off of it. Sounds like we're going to be warming up here over the next couple of days, so you know, what are we going to be dealing with then? Flooding in the streets? You know, I don't know if you can hear that, but we have this wooded area trail system back here across the street from our place, and I've just been hearing branches breaking all day. Earlier it sounded like gunshots or firecrackers, but it was just the cracking of the ice on all the branches. So this has been a great opportunity for us to sit down with our kids and show them exactly why it is that we prepare. My daughter has a couple of friends that have been staying with us for the last few days, and one of her friends walked by my little food storage area underneath our stairs and asked us, why do you have all this food? You know, why do you have all this stuff piled up back here? And fortunately, over the last couple of days, I don't know if you can hear those branches breaking behind me, but over the last couple of days she got to find out firsthand why it is that we do it. And It's kind of cool to see, you know, these 12-year-old kids with the aha moment. As they realize, oh, maybe it's kind of a good idea to be prepared. You know, doesn't mean that we're panicking and, you know, doomsdayers or anything like that. It's just we haven't had to go anywhere. As people are making runs on grocery stores because they're running out of food. And I'll try and pause whenever I hear something breaking over there, see if you guys can hear it. But I've heard of a couple of people that I know that posted on Facebook that, hey, I have to go walk in the snow because you know, 2 days being cooped up in the house and I don't have any more food. So, you know, they're obviously one of those people that contribute to the average person only having 2 to 3 days worth of food in their house. You know, we're not concerned about it at all. You know, we're completely prepared to post up in the house for a fairly long duration. You know, I don't really want to be tested on that. You know, none of us do. But if it happens, you know, then it just makes all the preparations worth it. That same couple that came over with their kids today, their friends from church, they stopped by a Safeway grocery store on their way over, and the power was out in the store and it was packed. They said that there was just tons of people in there, which is not surprising. I'm just glad I had nothing to do with it. Our cars have been sitting for the last couple of days, just frozen. I'll give you a quick look at my wife's little commuter Honda. I mean, this thing is just, I don't know if you could see or really get the idea of how iced over this thing is. Let's see if I can. Look at that. Let's see if I can hold this here. Look at that. I mean, we're talking easily 5/8 of an inch of ice over the entire car. And that's even over the, you know, 6 to 8 inches of snow on top of the thing. But here, I don't know if you could see that. I mean, look how thick that is on the mirror. That's just cool looking to me. But yeah, there's the seam of the door. Good luck opening that thing without beating on this thing with a block of wood or something, which I'm not willing to do. I mean, I can't even get my fingers. I can't even get my fingers inside the door handle to try and open it. Solid. I'm not even remotely interested in driving around anyway. And a couple of the people that I know that were out on the roads said that they're just nasty. And a lot of them are blocked off because of all the fallen branches and trees. So here's our little van parked in our driveway. Again, just solid. Door handles. Can't even get your hand in that. Oh, I can't get my finger in there. Yeah. So, good thing that we didn't have to go anywhere. And we have all of our food stocked away. Batteries if the power goes out. We have a fair amount of propane to run some heaters, but what we'll end up doing is you know, make it kind of a fun thing for the kids, and we'll build a big old fort, have everybody hanging out in a fort. I have an inverter that can run off of some batteries, run a TV and a DVD player even, keep them entertained when we're not playing board games or whatever else just to occupy the time. But like I said, fortunately for us, we still have power. We're not one of those 300,000 families, which is just an amazing number to me. And they're bringing crews in from out of state to try and help restore the power. So how long is that going to take? You know, some cases days. These families will be without power for days, and you know, how much food are they going to lose because their refrigerators and freezers aren't working? You know, hopefully this is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of people, and you know, they'll prepare for stuff like this. It doesn't have to be prepare for the end of the world, because when the end of the world comes, that's the end of the world. No need to prepare for it. But you know, if something bad happens, ice storm, lost job, I guess worst case, economic collapse, social unrest, martial law, that kind of thing, then you know, you'll be really thankful that you had some things put away. So thanks for walking around with me in the cold. I'm gonna get back inside where it's nice and warm, and thanks for watching. Take care.